Hey everyone, I'm Kaz, one of the head chefs here at S.A.L.T and the lead of the music team. On behalf of the music team and the entire backroom, thank you all so much for your support during Final Four. It really means the world to us. We hope it was all worth the wait. Today, we'd like to announce the first S.A.L.T album. More than 100 bangers compiled for your listening enjoyment, with album art by the amazing Akaru. The first of these very special albums contains tracks from the beginning of the tournament to the end of Losers Round 1. Now, as you scroll down the track list, you may notice that there's something different about some of these. That's right, fresh out of the oven, we've cooked up some remasters, remixes, and straight up just new music for this album. Please take a listen to what we have in store.
Your heart ain't cold, so get it like power. Battle this out to the 24th hour. Paying the price that you couldn't deal with. Cold-blooded killers in my lockdown clip. Got no time to waste, taking time on. Street by the breathe like a scar on my arm.
Wait, not yet. These new tracks will be released in the days following this announcement, so keep an eye out for their YouTube mirrors. Go to salt-tournament.bandcamp.com and receive this album for absolutely free. We repeat, do not buy this album. All proceeds that we do receive from our Bandcamp,
which you shouldn't pay for,
will be directly donated to the Iodine Global Network. IGN is a non-profit, non-government organization that helps fight against iodine deficiency around the world through the production and distribution of iodized salt to those in need. Oh, look at that. So, if you'd like to listen to what we've cooked and take a trip down memory lane, check out Volume 1 on Bandcamp and Google Drive right now! I'll pass it off to Do for now. Thanks for dining with us, and stay salty.
Hey guys, Do here! I'm one of the current leads of S.A.L.T, and I'm glad you're here because we've got some pretty big news to share. I'm going to try and walk this by you very carefully. Around October of 2022, it was discovered that Top Tutorialist, a member of Top 6, had been illegitimately voted to such a position by a single ex-community member. All of their wins, bar Gandhi, were rigged in their favor. Because of this, we had decided then and there to cut them from participation, giving Luabano a path to Top 4 unchallenged. This is where we last left off. Losers Round 6 and Top 4 went off without a hitch, right? Well, let's get into that. See, it hadn't just been Top Tutorialist that it had been rigged for. After a thorough examination of matches from Winners Round 2 and Losers Round 2 onwards, the S.A.L.T team had discovered that a significant chunk of matches had faulty results, via more than one person. Now, there are a lot of matches where all that changed were the tallies, but what results changed impacted the bracket pretty significantly. For example, the actual winner of Winners Round 2 Match 3 was the Joker, Losers Round 3 Match 3 saw a Nico win, etc. This applies most heavily to one of our top 4 contestants, Luabano, who had been rigged to win Winners Round 3 Match 3. And, regrettably, this also applies to a more recent match. After a long time series of rigs were exposed, we had found out, on May 18th, that at minimum, Luabano had legitimately won Losers Finals by 7 votes, meaning that, for the first time in the tournament, Jenny Wakeman had been rigged to win. Now, this comes with bad news and good news. The bad news is that we're retracting her win. While Lou had been rigged in the past, we really would not feel right about grand finals being unfairly chosen like that. SALT has become such a complex web of falsified names that there's no real right answer to what to do with Lou. For our own moral sake, however, we feel it is best for Lou to take the spot. Now, the good news is that none of the claims for grands will be going to waste. Jenny will be receiving a mini takeover sometime before grands with all of her planned tracks. We wouldn't just want to give her nothing, knowing how hard her fans fought. Now, you may be wondering how all of this slipped by us for years. For most of the tournament, vote sorting wasn't really a concept and was only given real credence during top 6, I want to say. It sounds foreign today, but we had just assumed the best. In this instance, however, the rigging was nigh undetectable until the rigger themselves accidentally gave it away. This time we were able to find and correct the mistake early, even though the result video had been up for a little. You may also be wondering why we waited so long to reveal the bulk of this information. Now, to be frank, SALT's reception had been through the ringer in a lot of places for most of its run, in part due to its smaller source size and, funnily enough, bad results. We're still a little anxious about going public with the info now, knowing it makes us look out of our league, but we have to. We've been planning to do this for years now. That, and we wanted to wait until top 4 was over so as to not give Jenny, who had never been successfully rigged to win, an edge in voting. Which is a little upsetting in hindsight. Ouch. So what now? Do we just sit here and wonder how SALT would have gone in the modern day with all the bad actors removed and updated source list? Here, no, I'll tell you what. Why should we just imagine that when we can do it ourselves? The fine folks at SALT would like to formally reveal the SALT Revote, a massive mini tourney-like project that will be held on YouTube, featuring all new stock icons, brought to you by yours truly. This revote sees the roster get massive changes to their source list, making everyone get 3 bullet points across the board and cleaning up some overlap and general 2020 era jank. This is the ideal version of the project, with a consistent set of visuals and themed matches, seeded by 2D37 and I, that anyone can get behind. Unfortunately, due to prior copyright issues in regards to one Richard Cheese, we don't feel safe using him in this for our own sake. Instead, Richard Cheese will be replaced by Nosegay, our beloved bonus. We hope you understand this decision. Voting will happen on a single Google form per round, and each round's voting window lasts for 48 hours. The results will be shared via brief, simple YouTube videos once all the votes have been properly sorted. And yes, we will know if you're rigging. Don't play coy. We're also altering how losers drops work. Now, all matches are diagonal, meaning that the loser of Winners Round 2 Match 1 will face the character in Losers Round 2 Match 8, and so on. Note that the winner of the revote will not influence how the actual tourney ends, though it'll still be a nice little bonus for the winner. As for the revote itself, it will officially launch on June 24th, and conclude when it concludes. And that's not all. The same day the revote launches, it will be accompanied by an all-new 32-character bracket track, courtesy of Kaz, of course. We want to start with a bang, and what better way to do it than by giving everyone in the roster that little extra push. Oh, and a PS, no one who rigs our tournaments gets out alive.
And there you have it.
This concludes this update video.
We hope you enjoyed today's announcements and look forward to both the album and upcoming revote.
We'd like to thank you for voting in top 4 and hope you stay in touch for all future SALT works, which will take much, much less time than top 4 did.
As we wrap, we'd also like to highlight our SALT Mojo, where you can read up on the tournament's story. If you haven't already, please consider checking out the lore posts we've released during Final Four, and keep an eye out for how the story will unfold in the coming months. Shouts to the lore team. That's all from us head chefs.
Have a good one, and stay salty!
We'll see you when the tournament wraps.